Greetings, Taurus. I'm going to do a general reading for you for the month of March. This Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. This is general reading, so it may not resonate with everybody. So I'm starting with my love messages cards, which is interesting to start with these cards, but we're going to see what comes up and go from there. I will have a timestamp at the bottom if you want to click on a timestamp when I get right into the reading, unless you want to wait for the shuffle. You're more than welcome to listen and wait for the shuffle to be complete. I need clear answers, not just maybe for Taurus. Let's see. So these are the messages. This is looking like it's, we'll see. These are the messages that are coming up from the love cards. I fear you're going to find someone better if I do not get it together soon. I'm angry at you, but I still love you. Give me some time to heal. I am emotionally detached from you. I'm trying to move on. Please love yourself and find your own happiness. So this sounds like a person that's really confused. They're going back and forth, okay? Like, what I'm getting already is that they have insecurities. They're insecure about you finding somebody better than them. And because they're insecure, they are emotionally detaching and saying, hey, move on, fine. Love yourself and find your own happiness, because they feel like they can't live up to the plate of what it is that you're requiring. And at the same time, they're angry at you about something, but they still love you. So this person has a lot of just internal conflict, which is more than likely showing up in your lives. I know for a fact, if this is what's going on internally, I know for a fact that they're acting wishy-washy. They're on and then they're off. They're probably like, I love you, but this, and then, you know, y'all argue, and then it's just too much. This is extremely difficult from what I'm seeing. I'm gonna get my little Norman deck and see what else comes up. I am flowing. This is new. I'm just the type of person or type of reader that flows with spirit, because that's just what I do. Sometimes it's formal, sometimes it's not. Okay. What else come up? I need 4 more cards for Taurus. Okay, I can see all of these cards. So again, I'm going to put the timestamp at the bottom if you don't want to wait for this shuffle. One more card. One more card. Ooh, okay. I got what I asked for. I'm gonna get this right so that y'all can see it. Okay, so like I said, this is a person that is having a lot of back and forth, okay? They're having a lot of internal conflict. Like, they're not stable emotionally or energetically. Um, and it's showing up in your connection, all right? It's showing up in your connection. Speaking of that, like the first card that comes up, make sure we can see all of the cards. It's the fish, which represents the emotions, okay? So like I said, this person is very emotional. They're at emotional crossroads. Here's the crossroads. They don't know if they should keep trying or if they should move on. And this has nothing to do with you, okay? This is all them. This is a decision that they have to make, because the reality of it is they got some work to do. Whatever insecurities they're having has nothing to do with you. It's just you being who you are seems to be triggering them, and they kind of know that. They kind of know that, but they don't want to embrace it fully. They rather be in the sporadic energy versus take their power back and be like, okay, this person is triggering me and I need to deal with these triggers. They're not being mature about it. They're aware, but they're not being mature about it, okay? So they're at a crossroads, which is making them distant, okay? And with them doing this, them being emotional, which is causing them to be distant, as I see here with this ship, it's really breaking them down, piece by piece by piece. And this is internally. So this is, if it hasn't already, it's going to start affecting them in other aspects of their life. Like, not because you're doing anything wrong, but specifically because they have this internal conflict. It's eating at themselves. It's eating at them internally. So, it's slowly but surely just eating them away, and it's going to start to show up. Other people are going to start to see it. It's not just going to be you and just in your relationship. It's other people are going to start seeing it, okay? And it might come out on social media. It might come out around friends and family. Just, it might seem like they're not wrapped too tight. Like, okay, something's weird. They're acting weird, all right? But the thing is what they don't realize is, because they're at this crossroads, that they can end up cutting off your connection, or this connection can be a gift for them, okay, with them being here at this crossroads. So they have to make a decision, and their decision requires them dealing with their emotions. When they deal with their emotions, all of this other stuff right here, them being distanced, nibbling at themselves and showing up publicly like that, it's gonna be dead. This is not even gonna be here anymore, depending on if they decide to go. If they decide to cut your connection off, this is what's going to grow. If they decide to walk into the connection and see the beauty and the gift that this connection brings, it will be a stable relationship, okay? It will bring them stability. It would allow them to be stable in their masculine energy, because this could be a man or woman, depending on who's listening, whoever you're listening, but their masculine is going to make them more stable in their masculine energy, all right? Yes, people like to associate emotions with femininity, but emotions is a human thing. It's not a male or female thing. It's not a masculine feminine thing. It's just that emotions show up differently in the masculine and than it does in the feminine. But it's going to make them more secure in their masculinity. They're going to be more secure man if it's a man, but just more secure in their masculinity, all right? So them deciding to just see the gift that this connection brings would be great. But it's not really much that you can do about that. Like I said, if they do decide to cut it off, there will be an opportunity for them. There definitely could be an opportunity for them, and the opportunity won't be as grand as it is with you. But So this is how I'm gonna take it. If they make the decision to cut this relationship off, um, typically when we see the key and typically when we see an opportunity, right? It's we see it positively. But um, I'm laughing because it's interesting how spirit brings stuff up. So them cutting y'all connection off will bring an opportunity for them to be in a very shaky commitment, a very unstable type commitment. And what I'm seeing is that it's the things that they're fearing with you, which is stuff that's not really there because they're gonna be so heavily in this energy of fear and the emotional detachment and anger. They're gonna be vibrating so low that they're going to really attract another relationship that's going to be very shaky. It's going to be a committed relationship. Yes, this person's going to commit to them, but it's going to be for the wrong reasons. It's just going to be for the wrong reasons, and I don't really want to get into that. Let's Spirit, what's going on with this person? Okay, show me. Okay, so this person has some regrets. There's another card in here that flipped over, I think. Where are you? You'll come back up. Okay. They definitely regret some things that has happened. But Spirit, what I really want to understand is if they choose, you know, to go the route with the Taurus, what is it that they're going to need, or what is it that the Taurus needs to know if they're going to continue the relationship with this person? Because this person has a lot of insecurities, and one thing I can say about you, Taurus, is you're long suffering, and I don't say that in a negative way. Let me put it in a more positive light. You are willing to be patient, okay? Y'all are patient with your people. When you love the person, you love the person, okay? So y'all don't just walk away easily. And honestly, you've never walked away from this connection in the first place. It's them that's being insecure and shaky. And yeah. And if you was wondering if there was third party, no, there's no third party. That's not what's coming up here. They're insecure. They're really insecure. I'm trying to see if there's any other messages. Let's see what else we have. We have 3. So they think you're very attractive. They think that you're playing the field, and they definitely know that they owe you an apology. So I know you see a player or whatever, but this is... So you have to understand that they are very attracted to you. They regret some things. They're insecure. They think you're playing the field, that there's somebody better out there, that, you know, that there's better options, because they know they've been wishy-washy. They know they've been detached and then come back, and then they have these bursts of anger because their anger at themselves is coming out at you. They know they owe you apology. So for sure, for y'all to move on, there has to be an apology. So I don't know if I like what I'm seeing, but if they do decide to go forward, it could definitely be something that wear and tears on you, Taurus. I'm not gonna sit here and say this energy of this person having to do the work on themselves it's a lot. So I know that this has nothing to do with you per se. This is all them. But I would say you need to decide what you want to do, Taurus. What works for you, okay? I'm going to see. I need 3 more cards. How can this connection really... What does Taurus need to know to help them move forward in this? What are some key things, Spirit? Okay, it's a karmic love, okay? And karmic love isn't always painful. I know what this here says is love is painful, blah, blah, blah. But you guys have been together before, okay? And a lot of times what happens is a karmic relationship is out of balance when so let me explain the karmic relationship. And you may disagree, you may not disagree, but this is just my experience, okay? Is when you come back with somebody from a previous life, there's a debt owed. Either you owe them a debt or they owe you a debt, okay? In terms of, not in a negative way, but you may have given to that person or they may have given to you substantially previously. And to balance the scales, the energy has to be given in the opposite direction. Okay. So if this person gave to you in a past life, you're here to give to them. If you gave to them in a past life, they're here to give to you, which I can get some clarity on that in a minute. So that's what's happening. Okay, like I said, I'm not really a fan of what I'm seeing here. I'm just gonna put that there. So the energy is not balanced right now. It's not balanced. I don't know if you've been given to this connection, but if you've been given a lot to this connection and this fell apart like this, that's the imbalance. They need to be given to you. Okay? They owe you. If it's been the other way around, then you need to be the giver. Now, I'll do a different kind of reading that can give me more energy, but that reading can't even be general. You know, it's for specifics, okay? It's for specifics, where I can literally tell you which direction the energy should be going in between the two of you. But I don't like what I'm seeing. If they decide to go this route, there's gonna be there's an emptiness that's gonna be there. There's going to be times of loneliness, and there's going to be fights because this person has an internal fight with themselves, and it's going to be projected onto you. So Taurus, I would suggest that you really take the time to decide what works for you. Is this relationship worth it for you? Is it something that you feel will be beneficial? Let me see. Because maybe you might think it is. If it's gonna, how long will it take this person to work through their insecurities, Spirit? If a Taurus person decides to stick this relationship out for their person, how long would it take for them to get through their own stuff? Like, how long are they gonna deal with the wear and tear? Ooh, okay. The loneliness. Okay, Spirit's telling me to take this. So for some of you, way off in the future. For some of you, a holiday. For some of you, it says take it one day at a time. And then I see makeup for lost time. So when I see the makeup for lost time, I'm interpreting this as two ways because it's general. The makeup for lost time is for, it depends on how long it's been since y'all been together, and I'm talking about lifetimes. So some of this is because of that time. Some of y'all, I guess, if you decide, I don't really know how to read this Spirit, this makeup for lost time. So I'm gonna, if some of you decide that you understand what that means for you, then take it. But yes, they give me one more card. It says it's not too late. So for some of you, it's going to be way off in the future. For some of you, on some holiday, something's just going to click for them. I don't know what it's going to be about the energy of the holiday. However you want to interpret makeup for lost time, you can. Some of you just need to take it one day at a time. And for some of you, it's saying it's not too late, because I guess for some of you, you're just kind of like, we've already done this. It's been a lot of work. I already been through this. It's been long enough, okay? But they're saying, hey, it's not too late. There could be a turnaround in this, okay? I would say ask yourself what it is that you want. Focus on yourself, focus on you, focus on what works for you, focus on what makes you happy, because this person is so distraught and so off internally. There's nothing that you can do to make them feel better. This is something they have to go through. So if this is your person and this is something you want to work with, let them do how they're going to do, and you focus on yourself and love and focus on the aspects that you love about them until they can get themselves together. um I'm just going to put it there. You interpret that how you want to, because I'm not going to tell you exactly what to do. For some of you, you may just, decide, hey, I don't want to deal with this. And you can. You don't have to. You don't have to deal with this, okay? You can make that decision for them. Like I said, they're at a crossroads, but you can make that decision for them. You can make that decision for them and let them decide. I mean, they just have to accept your decision. You make the decision for them by cutting it off. Then they figure out the rest they need to figure out. Okay? So I hope this helps somebody. And I hope you have a good day. Bye.